So when you have a match like this as intense and then you go inside, how did you guys regroup at that point?
Well, Roland had come into the locker room and asked us if we wanted to go inside so he and the Stanford coach could kind of deliberate on what they wanted to do. And we told them that we wouldn't be upset if we went indoors just because we've had experience practicing in there and Stanford hasn't. So we figured maybe that could be like a one-up. So we knew that we maybe would have an advantage there, and we're comfortable playing on those indoor courts. So we were excited to go inside, and also the atmosphere was totally different in there. It was so much fun playing in there, having all of the fans like so close to us, and it was so loud with the echo and everything. It was really fun.
For you guys, did it feel like today was almost like a postseason match? It seemed really
I don't know. I don't know if it felt like a postseason match, but it definitely was very rewarding in the sense that we always battle with them, and when we play each other, both of us want to win so badly. Like, we're both so proud. We just want to, have that title, I guess. So the intensity was just the same as a postseason match would have been.
You kind of lost out on the first set of your singles match, but you battled through and got the last two. Going into like a third set, do you always do you feel like a lot more pressure on you to clinch it, or is it the kind of the same pressure going throughout all sets?
I mean, it doesn't change after the first set, second set, third set.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same throughout because the whole time you want to be winning and you fight for every game because you really I try to win as fast as I can, as much as I can, because the faster you get off the court, that's less pressure on the girls that are still battling out in the court. So if you get that win, that's 1 point for us on the scoreboard, and it just takes a load off the shoulders off of everybody else. So no matter what the score is, we're going to be fighting to the very end. And playing inside, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I am just really proud of the way everybody handled it.
What was the difference for you? That you obviously played hard at that about a month ago.
I did. I'm not sure. I think that was the first time I played her in a really, really long time. It may have been the first time I played her ever. I'm not sure. But she was great. She hits angles, and the course in Vegas where we played, everything was super fast. So it was a little bit different conditions here, and I think that made a difference. That helped me a little bit. And also the fact that I saw her and kind of got a feel for her game was helpful for me, and I was able to strategize a little bit more.
What was it like for you? Once you win, obviously you got 2 matches going, but what was it like watching Brianna kind of close that one out?
I've been in a situation before where I have won my match or lost my match and was waiting for somebody to clinch it. And, it's kind of, obviously it's very nerve-wracking, but it's also, there's a feeling of kind of just desperation, honestly, because those 2 matches are completely out of my control, and I'm just depending on Brianna, and I had faith in her that she would pull it out. I had a feeling that at that 5-4 game she was going to win it.
I know it's still early in your all's regular season, but this is a pretty big win, obviously. Moving forward, what can you guys draw on this maybe?
I think we're obviously going to take a lot of confidence from it. They're one of the best teams in the country, so we know that we can compete with them, then we can compete with anybody. Also, the fact that we lost the doubles point and we still came out and won, that is also great confidence for us. And it's good to know that if we do lose the doubles point in the future, then it's not over, So that is definitely things that we're going to take away from it. And we're also obviously going to spend a lot of time working on the doubles so we're not in that situation again.
Were there any struggles against your singles opponent that was she battling you in a certain way that was kind of challenging for you?
She's a different kind of player. She's got a different style. She hits a lot of angles, so she was just pushing me off the court on the side, and being able to adjust to that was difficult. And she's tough. She got a lot of balls back. We were playing inside. Points were really long, so it was just a matter of who was going to stay in the point the longest, and who was putting the ball in the right spot.
What was it like when you see that last ball settle that you guys win?
I feel like I blacked out. All I saw was Lauren running at me, and I was like, oh, I must have won. I don't know. It was really exciting though. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
I mean, what's this mean for you to just kind of be in that kind of a situation?
I think it's good that I was able to be in that situation earlier in the season. So I think it'll help us a lot, later in the season, because I can say, like, I've had experience with that.
I know you're kind of battling you a lot before you on the court. How do you deal with that pressure coming at you when she's trying to get you more off the court?
I just try to get every ball back, and we work a lot on movement. So, I mean, I knew I had the movement, but it was just, getting the right spin on the balls and everything like that. So, yeah.
Just I know you weren't here 2 years ago when it came down to that big match out in Stanford, but similar, I'm sure, atmosphere today here. I mean, what was it like, just kind of the whole environment today?
It, like, on the inside, when we came and played on the inside courts, it was a lot more cozy, and, like, I had my sister and my boyfriend were there, and I could hear them, like, so it was a lot of encouragement, and I think it was better than playing outdoors as far as getting the crowd involved.
Did that break affect you in any way? Like, was it hard to get warmed back up or anything of that nature?
I wouldn't say it was hard to get warmed back up because I won the first game, but after that, I think getting used to the court, used to coming from outside to inside, was a little bit more, not so much the break, but the different court and the speed of the courts.
What did you feel you did in that third set kind of beginning?
I think definitely after the first set and in the first game of the third set, I mentally wasn't there, and so in the third set, really trying to forget about everything else that had happened and kind of hitting the reset button mentally. That was what helped me. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I know when she held serve a lot, you would dominate her for the point. Do you see, does that even a challenge for you at all? Do you find more comfort in dominating a person when they have serve over than when you have serve? I
actually prefer my serve to dominate than someone else's.
Roland said he would not have mentioned anything to you guys, win or lose, about the streak today, but you guys, continued this long winning streak you have, I think, 112 now. I mean, what's it mean for you guys just to kind of get this big win early?
I think it'll give us confidence and kind of assurance that we are in the running, that we can do it. So.